Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video was highly requested from you that you want me to talk about it. Today I will be talking about conversations between people, because recently we noticed that we don't have any conversation between each other. People are not talking to each other, and that's a big mistake. We're not sharing, we're not talking, we're not explaining ourselves, we're not doing anything, we're not talking to each other. This is a big problem because we are not talking and we are not getting the connection between each other. As we all know, that conversations are bonding us together. When we're talking to each other, we have a link, we have a connection, and then we have a relationship, a healthy relationship. Previously, I made a video about quality time between married couples, and I talked about them talking to each other in a quality time, and they have an eye-to-eye conversation between each other. I will leave the link to that video in the description box below so you can go check it out, because it's very important. But today, I'm not talking about married couples. I'm talking about people. I'm talking about conversation between people. Between parents and kids, between employees and managers, between colleagues, between friends, between married couples, between everyone. We are not having conversations now anymore. We're not talking to each other, and that's a problem. Now we are all suffering and complaining from losing connection with people we love, and we're not looking at the reason. The reason is we're not talking to each other. We're not sharing our lives together. That's the reason why. So today's video is about how to have a conversation between people, between everybody around us, without losing the connection and without losing the relationship between us. The first thing I want to say, that before you go to start a conversation with someone, you have first to notice the timing, because that is a problem. That is what makes the conversation fail. We're not choosing the right time to talk. Sometimes I go to talk to someone while he's busy, while he's thinking about something, he's sick, he's having company or whatever. I go to talk and it's not a good timing, and then he's not receiving my talking, and he doesn't want to start that conversation, and then I complain about not having a conversation with me. I didn't choose the right time to start a conversation. If I want to talk about something, if I want to express my feelings, if I want to let things go out from inside me, I have to choose the right time. I have to choose the time that he will be listening, he will be taking all my information, he will be there. But if he's not there, if he's busy, if he's thinking about something else, so it's a bad time, it's a bad conversation. So before you start a conversation with someone, there are some points that you have to put in consideration to make that conversation work. First thing, put in your mind to be a good listener. Be a good listener, because sometimes when we're starting a conversation with someone, we're not listening, we're just talking, and when the other one is starting to talk, we just keep interrupting him and keep saying what we want and keep saying our opinions without even listening to him. Learn to listen first. This is number one in conversation. Learn to listen and then talk. Don't talk before you listen. Another thing, don't be judgmental. Everybody's saying, yes, that's true. When we get in a conversation, we start to give judges, we start to judge people, we start to give our opinions, we start to just criticize them, we start to hurt them sometimes. Don't be judgmental. We're not fighting. And please, the other thing, don't lose your temper. We are not in a battle. We are just talking. We are just having a conversation. Why you're angry? Why you're raising your voice? Why you're giving me the feeling that we are fighting? Don't lose your temper. Just be calm and listen to me and try to express yourself. Try to explain what you're thinking. Try to explain your opinion quietly. Because if you started to lose it, if you started to raise your voice, I will do one of two things. I will raise my voice back, and then it's a fight, or I will end the conversation because I don't like it. Be calm. Okay. The problem when we're starting the conversation with someone we love, someone we care of, is we're giving advice out of bossing, not out of caring. Sometimes I'm giving you an advice, but I'm demanding. No, give your advice in a caring way. Don't make me feel like you're ordering me. Don't make me feel like it's an order. Let me feel like it's an advice, and I can take it or leave it. If you gave it to me out of a caring perspective, I will take it. But if you gave it to me out of a bossing perspective and it's a right advice, I won't take it. Your attitude controls the conversation. Sometimes when we're starting a conversation together and I start to talk and I start to say something I did, some people start to criticize others without putting themselves in their places. And that's the point. Put yourself in others' places. Because you don't know his circumstances. You don't know what was happening to him while he did that. You don't know anything about his life. You don't know anything about his career, his kids, his personality, his spouse. You don't know anything about him. So don't criticize him out of nowhere. You can criticize him. Sorry, you can't criticize him at all. You can give him your advice when you just put yourself in his place. And I have a saying that I keep telling myself, if you're not living my life, you're not allowed to give me advice. I know what's right and what's wrong for me. And if you want to give me an advice, give it to me as a gentle one. Don't give it to me as a criticism. Okay, I will talk about myself. I'm the kind of person who don't care about judgmental people because I hear a lot of judges on me and on my life, on the way I look, the way I raise my kid, the way I live, the way I think, my work. I hear a lot of judges. People are judgmental. I'm not talking about specific people, but people everywhere are judgmental, giving you the look. You know that look? When you're walking in the street and someone is giving you the look because he's just judging you because you look like this, or you're doing this in the street, or you're just acting in a specific way. Okay, I don't care. Look at me as you want. Judge me as you want. I don't care. I'm right. Everything is suitable for me, for my look, for my life, for my kid, for my spouse, for myself. So I don't care. Do whatever you want. But if I'm having a conversation with you, so you have to put in your consideration those things I talked about before, or I will end the conversation immediately and there's no conversation. We have to know that the purpose of the conversation is the connection, not the winning. If we did know this, we will be in a good and healthy relationship. The relationship is the more important thing. We should use a lot of supportive comments. If we are talking to each other, support me. Support me with your comments, with your advice, with your gestures, with everything. These are huge, because if you are supporting me with your words and with everything in you, I will listen to you and I will do what you're telling me to do. But if you're not, and if you keep criticizing me, you keep judging me, you keep pushing me away, I will be pushed away and I will end the conversation immediately. Learn to have a good conversation. Learn to talk to each other. We are losing this. We're losing that connection. Learn to talk. Let's get back to talking to each other. We will get the connection back and we will get our relationship back. Okay, everybody, at the end of the video, Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and leave me your comments down below to tell me how you start your conversation with people and how you end it in a healthy way and how you get the benefit of it. Thank you so much for watching. Till I see you next time. Bye.